Life is not meant to be an endless cycle of waking up, working, and paying bills until the body is too weak to continue. Many people spend their lives chasing a paycheck, believing that survival is the ultimate goal. But God did not design us to fit into the world's broken system. He did not create us to bury our dreams and settle for less. We were made for something far greater, our God-given purpose. From a young age, society teaches us to focus on job security rather than purpose. We are told to study hard, get good grades, and secure a stable career. However, nowhere in this formula is our divine calling mentioned. The world pushes us to chase money, but God calls us to chase purpose. While money may bring temporary comfort, it will never bring true fulfillment. Those who pursue purpose wake up with passion, knowing that their lives are meant to make an impact. Many people remain in jobs they dislike because they fear stepping into the unknown. They believe their livelihood depends on a paycheck, failing to realize that God is the true provider. The Bible reminds us that our future is not in the hands of employers, but in the hands of God. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a future and a hope. Jeremiah 29:11, NIV. Our destiny is not tied to a salary, but to the purpose God has placed within us. Fear is one of the greatest obstacles that keep people trapped in unfulfilling jobs. It convinces them that stepping out in faith will lead to failure. But fear is not from God. It is a tool of the enemy to keep us stagnant. When Peter walked on water toward Jesus, he only began to sink when he let fear take over. Matthew 14:29-30, NIV. Likewise, when we focus on fear rather than faith, we lose sight of God's promises. Breaking free from fear requires trust in God's provision and a willingness to step outside of our comfort zones. Many believe that without a job, they have no future. But jobs are not our source. God is. Employers may sign paychecks, but it is God who grants opportunities, wisdom, and strength. When the Israelites were in the wilderness, God provided manna from heaven. Exodus 16:4, NIV. When Elijah was in hiding, God sent ravens to feed him. 1 Kings 17:6, NIV. These examples remind us that God's provision is not limited by worldly systems. Trusting Him fully allows us to see doors open that we never imagined. Each person is born with unique gifts, not meant to be wasted, but to create opportunities. A man's gift makes room for him and brings him before great men. Proverbs 18:16, ESV. Too often, people ignore their talents, believing that traditional career paths are the only way to succeed. However, true success comes from aligning with God's plan. Those who embrace their God-given abilities find themselves thriving, not because they followed the world's blueprint, but because they followed their divine calling. The world measures success by job titles and salaries, but God measures it by obedience to His calling. If you find yourself stuck in a job that drains you, feeling like you were made for more, this is your wake-up call. God is not asking you to settle for a life of mere survival. He is calling you to step into your purpose with faith. Provision will follow when you align with His plan. Fear is a liar, but God is faithful. Trust Him, step out, and watch Him move in ways beyond your imagination.
If you're not subscribed to King Junkie View, you probably won't see us again.